So there's the pair of bears I carved for an anniversary present. She's going to be holding some flowers. That box of chocolate over there with the groom is going to say happy 50th anniversary. But because we're giving a nice finished product, we want to fill some of these cracks. And how we do that is we just cut some shims and we pound them in there with some Gorilla Glue, and then we carve it out, and you'll barely even notice the cracks, especially if we can match the grain as well as the coloring. It'll turn out pretty nice. So like I said, I cut a bunch of shims. You try and get them wedged like a thinner on one side than the other so that they can go in there and tight into the crack. All different shapes and sizes. I pre-cut a couple here so I can show you. If I turn you over to project, we're going to start with the crack down here. I pre-cut a shim for that. There we go. So we're just going to take some Gorilla Glue. We're going to coat the shim. And you're not too worried about this spilling out, because it will expand and push out, but you're going to carve it back down after it dries. And we slide that in there so it kind of presses up against the grains. And that nice compression fit there makes it so tight that it just meshes in with the rest of the grain of the wood. Then we'll take and we'll carve this out later, sand it out, and just make it part of the carving. And there you have it. I fit shims in all the nastier cracks out in the front where all your detail is. And now keep in mind when you're doing this, you don't just cram it in there like it's junior prom. You cut your shims, fit them, shave them if you need to, get her really close, and then glue and tap them into place. Otherwise, you can start splitting other parts of your project off. Let's not do that. So once that is all dried up, I'll go along and carve all that back out, and you won't barely even be able to tell the split was ever there. Have a good day, guys.